This is lesson 13.1, Understand the Concept of Volume. It is found on pages 625 through 628 in your workbooks. So why couldn't the hot pepper try archery? Yeah, he wanted to try archery, but he couldn't. Why couldn't he? Well, he didn't habanero. Habanero. Moving along. So our learning target in this lesson will be to count to find volumes of solid figures, and as always, I hope you can do it on your own by the end of the lesson. Alright? So our look back says use centimeter cubes to make each figure. So in order to save time, I have done each of these and I have taken a picture of them, and we'll see it on the next slide. So here they are. I took pictures of each of them. Notice I took two pictures of this one because I wanted to show the front and the back. Well, let's do some counting. So on this one, at the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 on top. And if there's 9 on top, there's 9 on bottom. So we've got 18. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? And then on this one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then on this one I'm going to use a different color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on this one as well. Alright, so let's go back to those figures and put the numbers on them that there should be. Alright, so figure 1 we said was 17. Figure 2 was 12. Figure 3 was also 17, and then figure 4 was 18. 18 there. Me and my 8s. Alright, let's do some questions here on the look ahead. Which figure has the most cubes? Well, that would be figure 4, right? It had 18. And then which cube uses the least cubes? That would be figure 2 because it had 12. And then which two figures have the same number of cubes? Figure 1 and figure 3, right? Because they both had 17. They look different, but they use the same number of cubes. Well, let's go on to our key concept for this lesson. Use unit cubes to find volume. A solid is a three-dimensional figure that encloses a space. Volume is a measure of the amount of space that a solid occupies. The volume of a unit cube is 1 cubic unit. You can count unit cubes to find volume. So our example says find the volume of each figure. The figure is made up of 6 unit cubes, right? Because we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So the volume is 6 cubic units. Cubic units. See, this is a unit cube, and the volume of a unit cube is 1 cubic unit. Alright, so on this one, the figure is made up of 12 unit cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 layers would be 12. And I want you to see something. We're going to figure this out in another lesson. I think the next lesson. We got 2 by 2 by 3. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. We'll go in more depth in that later. Well, alright, let's do some in-class practice. Alright, so they want us to find the volume of the figure. Okay, so easiest thing to do on this one, just to count them, right? We got 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 cubic units. Alright, so on this one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one's pretty easy, right? Okay, I want you to go ahead and find number 3 real quick, then we'll go over it. Yeah, you just counted 9 of them, didn't you? All right. Number 4, ones like number 4 can be a little tricky because we need to remember, yeah, we just see these down here, right? But remember, it's a different layer of that one. So if we just count this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and there's 2 layers, 20 plus 20, we got 40. So remember, even though we can't see those cubes that are under these top ones, those cubes are under there. Alrighty, number 5 asks how many units or how many unit cubes fill the box. Well, they've got this empty box here. They've got 1 layer here that has 8, and then they say, hey, 3 layers fill the box. Now, yeah, there's 1 whole layer here, but if they want to represent that as 1 whole layer, so we've got 8, and then another layer of 8, and then another layer of 8. How many would that be? Yeah, 3 times 8 is 24. So that's what they mean by this. So when you see it like this, that represents the whole layer if it wants to fill the box, that is, okay? If it wants to fill it. All right, I want you to solve number 6. Remember there are cubes you can't see, okay? Go ahead, solve number 6, and then we'll go over it. All right, well, we've got 8 on top, 8 on bottom, that's 16. We've got 4 here and 4 here, that's 8, so 24 cubic units. You know what, number 7, I want to make a Jolly Rancher moment. You get this one correct, make sure you show some work. Get this one correct, and then you will get a reward. Make sure to show the work to get the reward. Well, all right, we want to find the volume of the figure formed by the missing cube. So this figure, oh, I need to draw this figure right here. Well, it would have 4 on the front and 4 on the back. So that would be 8. So 4 on the front, 4 on the back would be 8. All right, so yeah, simple work like that. Alrighty, let's go on to number 8. Cube-shaped boxes are packed into a van. They form a solid without any gaps or overlaps that is 3 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. What is the volume of the solid formed? And I'm going to make it a little easier for you by showing you a picture of that. Here's what it looks like. All right, so what is the volume of the solid? Well, we can do it 2 ways, right? We can do 3 stacks of 6. That would be 18. Or then 2 layers, the front and back of 9. That would be 18. So 18 cubic feet. Either way we do it. All right, I think that number 9 is kind of a challenge. I want this to be another Jolly Rancher moment, all right? I want you to match each figure with its volume in cubic units, all right? And on this one, you know, we're just going to have the counting and the lines, so no real math involved except counting. All right, so go ahead and do that, then we'll go over it. All right, you had to do a little math on this, but you know what? You didn't have to write it down. I didn't tell you you had to write it down, so anyway, I'm going to write it down though. So we got 6 on top, we got 9 on bottom, that's going to be 15, so that one goes there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 and 3, so we get 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. Yeah, remember you got to get those ones that are underneath as well. We got 4 on top, 9 on bottom. That's going to be 13. Ooh, this one's kind of tricky. So we got 6 at the back, 1, 2, 3 in the middle here, and 3 at the front. So that's going to be 12. Yeah, that was a bit challenging, wasn't it? So number 10 wants us to draw a figure that has a volume of 4 cubic units. And I know some of you are good at drawing, some of you aren't. I'm not very good at drawing, but I am good at looking on the internet for pictures. Haha. So here's what some of them would look like. Alright, so yeah, I got pictures off the internet for this. So yeah, each of those would have 4, wouldn't they? Alright, so yeah, any of those would be fine. Go ahead and just draw one of them the best of your ability, and now be neat, don't be sloppy, but draw the one that you would like to draw. Then we'll move on. Alright, let's connect this to real life. Our example says the puzzle is made of unit cubes. A box can hold 20 of the puzzles without any gaps or overlaps. What is the volume of the box? So this is the puzzle, and it's made of 9 each, so 9, 9, and 9, that's 27 unit cubes, right? Then we have to multiply it by 20 because it can hold 20 of those puzzles. Well, 20 times 27 is 540, so 540 cubic centimeters. All right, let's do some practice here. I want you to go ahead, read and solve number 11, and then we will go over it now. Answer both questions, all right, and then we'll go over it. A container holds 8 of the boxes shown without any gaps or overlaps. What is the volume of each box? What is the volume of the container? So the container holds 8 of these. Well, the volume of the box, this top one here is going to be 25, right? We get 5 here, 5 here, and if we counted them all, it'd be 25. So 5 layers of 25 would be what? 125. 125 cubic inches, and then it can hold 8 of those. 125 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry that 4. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Carry that 2. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So 1,000 cubic inches. Alright, I want to do number 12 with you so that you can visualize this. So each small compartment of the shelving unit has a length, width, and height of 1 foot. So each of these here is length, width, and height of 1 foot, so that means it's 1 cubic foot. What is the volume of the shelving unit? Check this out. So draw that line to there, draw that line there, draw that line there. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cubic feet. Yeah, did you see how I just drew the line straight there? And that would make those shelving units like that, right? Make those shelving units. Okay, so keeping that in mind, number 13, our final one, is a dig deeper. Another Jolly Rancher moment, right? I want you to read and solve that, and then we'll go over it. Alright, so the volume of the entire pallet, this entire thing, is 144 cubic feet. What is the volume of each box? Well, how many boxes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 in front, 6 in back, that's 12. 144 divided by 12, what is that? 12 cubic feet. Yeah, had to do some thinking on that, didn't you? Well, alright, let's go back to our learning target. Count to find volumes of solid figures. You can count the number of unit cubes in a figure. Hopefully you can do that. You can tell the volume of a solid figure in cubic units. Hopefully you can do that. And you can identify units as cubic units, cubic feet, or cubic centimeters. Hopefully you can do that on your own. And as always, I love you. If you're at a number 2, I will be glad to help you. You just need to ask. And those of you who are at a number 4, you can help your peeps who are at a number 2. All right, y'all have a good one.